Hello guys! Today we will discuss the contents of the lesson 20 of the MANABU online textbook. And if you want to know more about this lesson, please watch my grammar explanation videos on our YouTube channel. So let's get started. Lesson 20, Sentence Patterns. Let's read sentence pattern number 1. Bansang wa pati ni konakatta. Bansang wa pati ni konakatta. So lesson 20 is all about plain style or the casual style of speech. So in Japanese language, there are polite speech and casual speech. So today we will learn the plain style or the casual style. So this sentence pattern number 1, from the sentence bansang wa pati ni kimasen deshita. So the plain style for the verb kimasen deshita is konakatta. Sentence pattern number 2, Tokyo wa hito ga oi. Tokyo wa hito ga oi. So from the sentence Tokyo wa hito ga oi desu. So the polite style of this sentence. Number 3, Okinawa no umi wa kirei datta. Okinawa no umi wa kirei datta. So from the sentence Okinawa no umi wa kirei deshita. So the plain style is kirei datta. Sentence pattern number 4, Kyo wa boku no tanjoubi da. Kyo wa boku no tanjoubi da. So this is a plain style sentence. From the sentence Kyo wa watashi no tanjoubi desu. So the word watashi, the casual term for the word watashi, you can use boku or other Japanese use ore for males. And tanjoubi desu, the plain style for this is da. So now how to use the plain style of verbs, adjectives, and nouns. Let's jump to the exercise A. So in exercise A, we have an illustration from the polite style sentence of verbs, adjectives, and nouns, and the futsuke or the plain style. So let's start from the verbs. So we have an example, kakimasu, kakimasen, kakimashita, and kakimasen deshita. So the verbs ends in mas for positive and masen for negative, mashita for past tense, and masen deshita for negative past. Now their plain style, from kakimas, it will become kaku. So as we learned before, kaku is a dictionary form. So remember that dictionary form of verbs are the plain style of the mas form of verbs, from mas to dictionary form. Next, kakimasen. The plain style for masen is nai. So we already learned how to conjugate the verbs to their nai form. Kakimasen, kakanai. Next, kakimashita, past tense, mashita. The plain style for the verb mashita is the ta form of the verbs. So we already learned how to conjugate the verbs to their ta form on our previous lessons. So remember that the ta form of the verbs are the plain style for the verb mashita. Next line, kakimasen deshita. So kakimasen is the negative plus deshita, so negative past tense of the verb kakimasu. Now to form the plain style of the masen deshita, first let's start from masen. The plain style of masen is nai. Now the nai ends in i. So remove i and add katta to make it a past tense. Kakanakatta. So the verb nakatta. Next, the verb arimas. Now the verb arimas is different from other verbs when it comes to the plain style. So let's start from arimas. So from arimas to dictionary form, mas to dictionary form, aru. So this is group 1. So the dictionary form from arimas is aru. Next, arimasen. So you cannot use aranai. Instead, we will use the word nai. So the plain style for the verb arimasen is nai. Next, arimashita. So for arimashita, the plain style for arimashita, we will use the ta form. So atta. So arimashita is group 1. So ari, ri. So chisaitsu ta, atta. Next, arimasen deshita. So the plain style for arimasen is nai plus the plain style of deshita is ta. So arimasen, nai, then remove i, then add katta. So nai plus katta, nakatta. Now let's proceed to the adjectives. For e adjectives ends in des. So for example, oki des, it's big. Oki des. Just remove des. Oki. Now it becomes plain style. Next, the negative of e adjective. The negative of oki, oki kunai des. Just remove des, oki kunai. Next line, oki katta, past tense. Oki katta des. Just remove des, oki katta. You now have a plain style. Next line, oki kunakatta des. So the negative past of the adjective oki. Oki kunakatta des. Once again, just remove des, oki kunakatta. Now for the na adjectives, take note that na adjectives and nouns follow the same rule when it comes to their plain style. So let's start from kirei des. Change des to da, kirei da. Kirei dewa arimasen. If you remember a while ago that arimasen, the plain style for arimasen is 9. Kirei dewa arimasen, kirei dewa 9. Kirei dewa 9. Next, kirei deshita. The plain style for deshita is datta. Kirei datta. Next line, kirei dewa arimasen deshita. So kirei dewa arimasen, kirei dewa 9. So 9 plus past tense is nakatta. So kirei dewa nakatta. Now for the nouns, let's follow the same rule for the na adjectives. Ame des, ameda. Ame dewa arimasen, ame dewa 9. Ame deshita, ame datta. Ame dewa arimasen deshita, ame dewa nakatta. So just like the na adjective. So let's read the example sentences. Number 1. Ice cream taberu. Taberu. So if you notice, the particle o is inside the bracket, so this means that you can omit or remove the particle o. So as I explained already on my grammar explanation video, the omission of particles, so the relationship between ice cream and the verb taberu is obvious. So you can remove the particle o when using the plain style. So ice cream taberu. Taberu. Means yes, like hai. Hai. Then taberu. The polite style for this sentence is ice cream tabemasu ka? Tabemasu ka? So tabemasu is taberu, then the question mark taberu. Hai, tabemasu. Example sentence number 2. Soko ni hasami aru? 9. From the sentence soko ni hasami ga arimasu ka? Arimasu ka? Then the plain style for arimasu is aru, then question mark. Aru. So means iye. Arimasen. 9. So the plain style for the verb arimasen is 9. Number 3. Kino rusang ni atta? Awanakatta. So from the sentence kino rusang ni aimashita ka? So aimashita, the plain style for aimashita is atta. Then question mark. Atta. He said, iye, aimasen deshita. So the plain style is awanakatta. Example sentence number 4. Sono kare uishi? Karai kedo uishi. The polite sentence is sono kare wa uishi desu ka? So once again, when it comes to polite style for e adjectives, just remove des. Then question mark. Uishi? Karai kedo. So the word kedo is just like the desu ga. Karai desu ga. So the plain style or casual style is kedo. So karai desu. Karai is an e adjective. So we just remove des. Karai desu. Karai. Then ga is kedo. Karai kedo. From karai desu ga. Uishi desu. Remove desu. Uishi. Example sentence number 5. Ashita minna de Kyoto ikanai? いいね。 So, the polite style for this sentence is Ashita minna de Kyoto e ikimasen ka? So, if you remember, the ikimasen ka is asking someone or inviting someone to do something. Ikimasen is ikanai, the plain style for ikimasen, ikanai. Then, question mark. Or hi. I desu ne, ii ne. Next, number 6. Nani tabitai? Ima, onaka ippai dakara, nani mo tabitaku nai. So, the polite sentence is, nani o tabitai desu ka? So, tabitai desu ka? Tabitai ends in i. So, just like the i adjective, just remove des. Nani tabitai, then question mark. Ima onaka ga ippai dakara. So, ippai desu kara. So, the polite style for des is da. So, dakara. Nani mo tabitako nai. Nani mo tabitako nai des. Just remove des for the plain style. Tabitako nai. And example number 7. Ima, hima. Hima. Nani? Chotto tetsudatte. So from the sentences, ima hima desu ka? Hima desu ka? So just remove desu ka and replace with question mark. Ima, hima. He answered, hima. Nani? Or the yes. Hai, hima desu. Nan desu ka? Nani? Chotto tetsudatte kudasai. So for the plain style or being casual, you can remove kudasai. Chotto tetsudatte. And number 8, example sentence. Jisho motteru? Motte nai. So this sentence shows that you can omit the i of the teimas or the teiru. So for example, the motteiru, you can say motteru. So to shorten the word and to sound more casual. And he answered, motte nai. So the polite style is motte imasen. The plain style is motte inai. Then you can remove the i, motte nai. So to shorten the word and to sound more casual. So now let's watch the conversation video.
Ohayo.
Ohayo. Natsu yasumi wa kone kairu?
帰りたいけど。
そう。アンドレアさん、富士山に登ったことある？
ない。
じゃあ、よかったら一緒に行かない？
いつ頃？
8月の初め頃はど
いいよ。
う？じゃあ、いろいろ調べてまた電話するよ。
ありがとう。またやるよ。
Exercise A, example sentences. Let's read the first line. Watashi wa raishu Tokyo e iku. Watashi wa raishu Tokyo e iku. So from the verb ikimasu, the plain style for ikimasu is iku. I'm going to Tokyo next week. Next line. Watashi wa mainichi isugashi. Isugashi desu. Just remove desu. It now becomes plain style. Watashi wa mainichi isugashi desu. I am busy every day. Next line. Watashi wa ashita himada. Watashi wa ashita himada. So the polite style is hima desu. The plain style for desu is da. So himada. I'm free tomorrow. Next line. Watashi wa MANABU no shain da. Watashi wa MANABU no shain da. So shain is a noun. Just like the adjective hima, the plain style for des is da. So from MANABU no shain des, the plain style is MANABU no shain da. Next line. Fujisan ni noboritai. Fujisan ni noboritai. So from noboritai des, remove des, noboritai. I want to climb the Mount Fuji. Next line, watashi wa Osaka ni sundeiru. Osaka ni sundeiru. From the verb sundeimasu, living, I live in Osaka. So the plain style is sundeiru from sundeimasu. Next line, watashi wa shiyakusho e ikanakereba naranai. Shiyakusho e ikanakereba naranai. So from ikanakereba narimasen, so narimasen naranai. I have to go to the city hall. Next line, watashi wa kyo zangyo shinakote mo ii. Kyo zangyo shinakote mo ii. So from zangyo shinakote mo ii desu, remove desu, zangyo shinakote mo ii. The plain style. I don't have to work overtime today. Next line, watashi wa doitsu go wo hanasu koto ga dekiru. Doitsu go wo hanasu koto ga dekiru. So from hanasu koto ga dekimasu, the plain style for dekimasu is dekiru. I can speak German language. Next line, doitsu e itta koto ga aru. Doitsu e itta koto ga aru. I've been to Germany. So from the verb arimasu, the plain style for arimasu is aru. I've been to Germany. So that's all for today's lesson, guys. Please watch my grammar explanation video and learn more about today's lesson. では皆さん、頑張ってね。